Hello, hello, hello. OMG. Welcome back to my channel. So excited you are here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I appreciate you. It's Jody Dunn. And I'm coming at you with a new weekly video. I'm out in the garden. We actually have a really nice day today. It's about 70. And I'm actually going to start doing some... We're just going to call it garden close up, I guess. Closing up some things in the garden that need to be closed up. And taking care of some things. So we've had a pretty long drought. Oh, hello, little Bumble. Hi, nice to see you. And because of that, some things are not doing well. For instance... my hanging baskets all died because I didn't water them. My hose broke. One of my hoses broke. And so it's just a pain to move things around. And I can water everything with my 100-foot hose in the back. All of that I can water. I can't water this bed. I can't reach this bed. And so I just been forgetting. Wow, look at the dappled willow. The dappled willow's really putting on some growth over here. So that's pretty exciting. This should be hopefully a nice size next year. My heuchera is doing fantastic here. Must really love it here. This grass is doing really good as well in this bed. Gosh, now I forgot what they're called. They're fizzling out. They're not blooming anymore. Hibiscus. The hibiscus are all fizzling out and done blooming now for the season. The sedum looks magnificent. Just magnificent. My garra's still blooming, although it's laying down on the ground. And the little beautiful sunflower. I haven't watered this either in forever. Oh my goodness. So... it does have a few blooms still on it. I might just kind of cut some of this down. The zinnias are looking beautiful over here. They really started. It took a while for them. Was that a little chipmunk I just saw? Anyways, we're going to do some closing up of the garden by taking some things out, getting rid of some of these things that just, don't look good now. And, I might start pulling up some things that I'm going to be overwintering. Look at this. The dang daisy bloomed. Even though I cut these, they've grown tremendously. I need to move them. But anyways, we actually had a frost the other night. I don't think it barely hit us. So nothing seems to have really died. Other than, just naturally. I haven't deadheaded in a few weeks, and you can tell. So other than that, I don't think the frost killed anything. But I have a geranium in here in here. I hate to pull it out. It's getting ready to bloom again. But I want to overwinter that. I've got some more geraniums. So anyways, let's start working. All right, I'm going to start on this kind of closing out the garden. I'm not going to get everything done this week for sure, but I'm going to get done what I can get done. And I can remember last year when I kind of started doing this, and then we just got hit with cold, like so fast. And so I want to try to stay a little bit more ahead of it this year, because there was a lot that I didn't get to last year until the spring, because I just don't care for being outside when it gets too cold. Our fall weather is usually pretty nice. But for some reason, the older I get, the less I like being out unless it's about 70 degrees. And we don't get very many 70-degree days towards the end of fall. Technically, I could be out until the snow starts flying, really, doing lots of cleanup and things in the garden. I just don't enjoy it as much, so I don't do it as much. Like I said, it was 70 degrees on this day, but the wind was blowing so much that it felt like it was in the low 60s, so I'm wearing a jacket. Now, on the flip side, We had probably one of our hottest summers that we have had in a very long time. We were well over 90 degrees for a lot of the summer, and the humidity was high. I'm talking close to Florida humidity. We were 70, 80, 90 degree humidity on a lot of days. And I was out here every single day. I loved it. I was sweating. It was hot. I loved it. But once it gets lower than 70 degrees, I don't love it. And I don't want to be out here. So my garden has been very neglected the start of this fall. So we're just going to get as much cleaned up as we can. I don't want to pull out all the zinnias yet because they still look quite pretty, and I do have a lot of pollinators. I finally got all the sweet potato vines pulled up. They look so beautiful draping over this retaining wall, but I believe it was deer came through and just ate them down to nothing. So I pulled those out, and I did have a couple of zinnias that really didn't grow that much and just kind of died off. So I pulled those up as well. I mean, look at this. It's not even, I think, 3 o'clock. They're already sleeping. Oh my gosh, they are so stinking cute. Sleeping on the zinnia. Maybe they're just taking a little nap. Oh, that one moved a little. Oh, they are just so sweet. Lizzie has a bunch of new buds. Oh my gosh, these things have just been absolutely incredible this year. I think I'm going to trim these asters down because they basically look like they died because of the drought. Like they're all brown underneath, except for this one. I don't know why this one thrived. I didn't just water this one, but this one looks fantastic, and the pollinators are loving it. Oh, look at that. There's a dang bee on there as I speak, looking for some food. So anyways, I think I'm just going to cut back the rest of them. They'll come back next year, but I don't know why. This one, I think, this is a dahlia. I think I'm just going to try to dig the tuber up. It hasn't bloomed in a few weeks. It does have a couple of buds on it, but I just let it get too dry. And I want to see if the tuber is salvageable so I can save it for next year. I don't know if you noticed in that other clip, the very tall, they're almost like a cream colored flower. Oh my gosh, those are my marigolds that I started from seed. They are shining in the garden right now. They took forever to grow, but there they are, right to my left. The big tall cream ones. Oh, they look so pretty. So anyways, those are staying up for now. I'm going to cut down these asters just because it'll look better, even though it's just going to give me a blank spot here where it looks like there's nothing. That to me looks better than what look like dead plants. So I got that taken care of. All right, so that does look a lot better to me. I'm going to go ahead and try to deadhead some of these zinnias. I'm not pulling them up yet because most of them still look pretty good and the pollinators are still visiting them. And they're very easy. They don't root very far, so they're very easy just to pull up when I'm ready to take them fully down. There was a couple of them that didn't grow super well, and now they look like they're dead, so I'm just pulling those ones up. But the rest of them, I'll just do a little deadheading and clean them up. And I'm going to stop talking during this clip because I had a critter that started yelling at me. Who's that over there yelling? I hear you, Screechy Beachy. I'm guessing that's thing one making all that racket. And my guess was correct. Good morning, thing one. Good afternoon, thing one. Who are you yelling at? Stop yelling. Hi. Hi, what are you yelling about? Would you like some peanuts? Hi, Thing One. I heard you. I was trying to do gardening. Would you like some peanuts? Come on. Who are you yelling at? I don't see nobody, but you're very persistent. Is there a predator around that I don't notice? Last time you did this, there was a cat running in the neighbor's yard. Are you okay? Are you okay? Thing One. Hi, Thing One. Let me come closer. Come on. Are you okay? Honey, are you okay? What's the matter? Is it because the neighbor's mowing his lawn and you don't like that loud noise? What's the matter, Thing One? Come here. Look at. I got peanuts for you. Come on. Thing One. Oh, Thing One. Come on. I'm just cleaning up the garden. Do you want a peanut? Well, come here. Are you going to come? Thing One. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Oh, jeez Louise. All right. Stop being a grabby babby. Come on. Come on. You scare me. You run so fast. There you go. 2 for the cheeks. Okay, go to your den. I'll see you later. I'm starting to get worried about my squirrels. Well, you know, a bunch of them left. They've never come back. Cutie, I have not seen in just over a week, I think now, which is not unusual. However, there was a squirrel in the road right next door, and it kind of looked like his coloring. I hope it wasn't him. Sweetie, she's disappeared. I haven't seen her in 2 weeks. I don't know where she went. I don't know if she passed on. I don't know. But you're going to get to see a squirrel in this video that I was surprised to see. So anyways, just send your thoughts and prayers for my poor cutie and my poor sweetie. I just don't know where they are, and I hate it when I don't see them because I just worry like crazy. Anyways, I'm now moving on to the cosmos. These things are gigantic and absolutely gorgeous. But I'm going to pull down any of the cosmos that are done flowering. I'm going to leave a lot of them up because, oh my gosh, the bees, all types of bees, love these things so much. So I do want to leave some of them up for the bees, but I'm going to pull down what I can pull down that looks like they are all done for the season. As you know, I planted none of these cosmos. They all self-seeded, and I just let them grow. I didn't water them. I didn't do anything. And as I'm ripping down the ones that are done blooming, I can see seeds going everywhere. So, oh my gosh, I'm probably going to have the same thing happen next year. Let's see if we can see how tall that one is. It is leaning a little, but it's got to be 8 feet tall. I'm 5'2". Yeah, it is leaning a little. Can you even see the top of it? You probably can't. Oh my gosh. It's got to be 8 foot tall. These cosmos, they're insane. Looking at that clip, I think that thing might be 9 foot tall. I cannot believe how big some of these get. Oh my gosh. I love them so much. I really, truly do. This is not where I want them. So I'm going to have to be a little bit more diligent next year. I just have such a hard time when I can see something growing, pulling it up. And you know, I tried to move a bunch of the cosmos this year to a better spot that I would really like them in, and they all got eaten by critters. So that didn't work out at all. All right, this was all I did on this day, and then I had to be done because I had other things to do. So we're going to move on to another day, and you are going to get to see a squirrel and some more chipmunk clips. Hi. Hi, who are you? Mamas, is that you? Do you want a pecan? I haven't seen you in weeks. Is it you? Hi, Mamas. Is it really you? Hi. Oh, my heavens. Mamas. Hi, Mamas. Here. It's okay. Honey. Oh, honey, here, you came all the way up to me. There you go, honey. Mamas, that has to be you. I'm so happy to see you. Your water got dumped over, probably from the dang baby groundhogs that are not so little anymore. I will fill it up for you. I'm so happy. Have you seen Cutie? I haven't seen him in days, honey. Please tell him I'm looking for him. Hi, good morning. Hi, thing one or thing two? Thing two. Come on. Come in. Hi. Yeah, come on. I see you. Well, come on. What are you reading for? You already took a bunch from me today. It was wonderful. Oh, you were going to run away? Thing two. And now you're going to chirp at me? You're sitting on your statue. Oh, hi, Jays. The Jays hear me, so they think they're going to get some peanuts. Hi. 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 Good morning. Come on. Hi. Good morning, thing two. How are you doing? There you go. There you go. You didn't have to chirp at me. Good to see you. Where's thing one? Let's throw some out for the Jays and see if they decide to come down. Let's see. And look at, for me pulling out those flowers yesterday, or the ones that weren't flowering, I must have disturbed the ground enough that they're all just laying now in the dang driveway. I've already run that one over a couple of times. Oh, geez, so I got to pull those out. Oh, hi, thing two. Hi, good morning. Hi, come on. Thing one's out too. Hi. Hi, you little hopper and you little bopper. One for the cheeks. There you go. Two for the cheeks. Bye, thing one. Thing two, where'd you go? Thing two, where'd you go? Oh, I see you, thing two. Come on. Yeah, come on. You're on your statue. Come on. Hurry up. Hurry. Come on. Hi, good morning, thing two. There you go. You're so gentle. Yes, thing one's a grabber babber, and you're just a gentle little girl. All right, so these poor cosmos where I disturbed things, I'm just going to go ahead and rip these ones out too. But we got to see Mama. I couldn't believe it. I haven't seen her in so long. And then, of course, thing one and thing two when I was coming out here to take these poor ones that are flowering. There's still a lot left for the pollinator, so it's all right. Got another bag filled up, so I ran in to grab another bag so that I could get the rest of these that I'm running into with my car every day, the poor things. Well, every day. I just did it yesterday. And then I'm just going to start pulling out some of these snapdragons as well that appear to be done flowering. And I'm sure have already dropped their seeds all over. Just like last year. I ended up with hundreds of free snapdragons and hundreds of free cosmos in this bed. Well, last year I actually left the snapdragons up until spring, hoping I would get some that self-seeded. I'm not going to make that mistake again because there was way too many of them. Oh my gosh, way too many of them. Some of them didn't even grow because they were just overcrowded. And my poor mums didn't amount to much either because I think of overcrowding. All right, well, I guess I probably should pull those ones that are leaning too. I have a lot. I mean, I can see right now at least 5 or 6 bees flying around the cosmos, so I was trying to leave them for the bees as long as I could. So I still have enough, even though I pulled out those ones that were flowering beautifully. Look at these mums that I put in the ground last year, just starting to flower. Like, they barely grew, probably because this area was so overcrowded. It probably just wasn't getting enough. I didn't cut any of them back, which I know you are supposed to make a fuller bush. But the reason I didn't cut any of them back, because they were barely growing. Like, they were barely on the ground. I don't know how this one turned white, because I did not have a white one. But this one's white. So I do have these 3 mums. I mean, they look pretty, but they don't look, you know, like their traditional mum. Look at, here's one. It's maybe gonna bloom. I mean, it is. It's just a teeny little thing. And then I've got this one here. It's just covered. There was just too much in here, I think, that it was competing with. So hopefully next year they do better. I just won't let this particular bed get super overgrown. I really need to come in here and really just clean the whole dang thing out. But this is where Donna saw the snake go. I'm sure it's gone by now because it's been days. But we're not gonna do this today. All right, now we're on the back patio, and I want to just kind of get this area cleaned up a bit as well. I just have a lot of stuff that just needs to be cleaned up for it to look better. So that's what I want to accomplish here. Look at how pretty those impatiens look. They're the new Guinea impatiens. Oh my gosh, they look so beautiful. I'm not going to touch those right now. We are supposed to now have fairly decent weather. I might pull this geranium out. It looks like I don't see any new buds, so maybe I'll pull the, yeah, of course I do. There's always going to be new buds. But it looks like most of the flowers are spent, so maybe I will pull that out. I don't even know what this looks like. Does that look like a snapdragon? Let me scan that. Yep, those are three snapdragons. Looks like just started growing again. That is one reason why I do love the snapdragons, because did my app misidentify them? Because this is vinca. This looks like this. That might be vinca growing. Yeah, I think that might be vinca. Well, it's hard to say, because this is vinca and this is a snapdragon. So they do look very similar. These are wider. Anyways, the snapdragons just do fantastic for me. I think they prefer cooler weather, but we never get so hot, although we did have some pretty hot summer days this year, hotter than normal, that they just thrive all year long. So they just keep producing and keep producing. So I might leave those, but maybe if I can, anyways, we're just going to clean up back here now. And I'm also thinking I want to get this down because I don't want it to get damaged in the winter. My greenhouse should be pretty easy to pull apart and just store it in the shed for winter. Oh, I got to go get my tripod. I have one mum back here. That one was white last year. That one is the best looking one, I think, because it was unobstructed. And when it started growing, it just came up in one straight tall stalk. But then the baby groundhogs kept eating it. So I was like, I don't know if this is ever going to turn into anything. So I never cut it back because they kept cutting it back, which did end up making it branch out a little. But I mean, when I put this in the ground last year, this was a huge, beautiful mum. It's quite small this year. So I don't know, maybe the mums just don't like my yard, or maybe they're just having trouble establishing. I did plant 4 other mums last fall as well that just never came back at all. So I had quite a few that did come back, but they just didn't amount to much. All right, I'm going to go get my tripod and then we'll start the cleanup on the back deck. All right, I want to get this table cleared off, and I don't think I'm going to accomplish much more than that. I feel like I got some things done that I wanted to get done, but I don't feel like I got much done. I was short on time once again this week, but a little bit goes a long way. It all adds up, so I just got to keep telling myself that I can only get done what I can get done. These were just things that I tried to grow that didn't make it. Like all of the zinnias I tried to grow from seed last year, I think I had 2 out of 50 that came up. I ended up buying all of the zinnias I planted in the front yard because the only ones that grew for me were the ones that I had ordered seed packets of last year, like the Queen Lime ones. Those grew fine, and I did put those in the garden. But I pulled a bunch of seeds from the shorter variety of zinnias, are definitely my favorite now that I've been gardening a couple of years. And I pulled a bunch of seeds from my mom's garden last year to hopefully grow my own this year. And none of them germinated. I don't know why. All of the ones I ordered from seed packets, I don't know if the shorter ones are just harder to grow. I don't know. So anyways, that was a lot of what this was back here. I just kept trying and kept trying, and I kept watering and I kept watering. And so I just had a bunch of dirt with nothing in them. I also did try to grow some new echinacea from seed this year, which also did not germinate. So anyways, I'm just going to clean up all of these dirt buckets and get this table cleared off. And then I have a couple of empty buckets laying on the deck. I did go get a garbage bag, and I'm just going to get rid of those. I've been saving every single container, and I don't need to save every single container. I sometimes will get comments like, your garden is so pretty, but you never clean up the containers. I know, because I think I'm going to need them, because I think I'm going to save them. And to be honest with you, being tidy does not always come natural to me, so I forget about them. So anyways, I took care of them. The last thing I'm going to do is this pot that I had bought from the nursery had a beautiful geranium in it, and it had a couple of other things. One of them died from lack of water. The other one is, now I can't think of what it's called, but it's going to seed. Lantana, maybe? It's going to seed. Like, I'm getting like these big seed pods on them. It's like not blooming because it just wasn't getting enough water. So anyways, I do want to overwinter the geraniums. I overwintered my geraniums last year. I have more this year, and I do want to overwinter all of them so I don't have to buy any next year. It was a really easy process and honestly a fun process. The hardest part of this is all of these roots have tangled up into each other. So I'm certain I'm breaking some of the roots off of the geranium, but I think it will be okay. So all I did last year was separate them if I needed to, and just basically pulled all of the dirt off. You could wash them if you wanted, but I didn't last year. I just pulled all of the dirt off of the roots, and then you put them in a brown paper bag upside down. I pulled off any of the blooms. This one doesn't have any blooms on it. And I just stored them in a cool, dry basement, my mom's basement. I checked on them once a month, pulled off anything dead, and then replanted them in the spring, and they all came back. They're so hardy. Oh my gosh, I haven't even asked you yet, but I would love to hear what is happening in your world this week. So feel free to share anything with me down in the comments. All right, so here she is. This was the lantana. That's what I was talking about, like the seed pods. I'm just going to go ahead and rip any of this dead stuff off. I'll leave the rest of the leaves on there, but I'll have to continually check on it. Like I said, I did it once a month last year and pulled off anything that was dying. I checked the stems to make sure that they were still hard and not soft. If they were, I would cut sections off of it. And then I did take a spray bottle, and I personally just spritzed once a month the roots. But it is insane how hardy these are. And all of mine came back. I did have one that was actually that I left in its pot of dirt, and I overwintered it that way. So you could definitely do it that way as well. That one came back, worked just fine as well. That one I actually did not spritz ever. I checked it to make sure, I pulled off anything dead, but I did not spritz that one with water that was in a pot of dirt, even though the dirt was bone dry. So I only have one bag right now, so I need to go get some from the grocery store, but I just put it in upside down with the roots up on top. I'm holding the camera, just kind of lay it in there like that, and then I'll just wrap it up so that it's tight, and I'll put it in my mom's basement. So that's going to be it for this week's video. Like I said, I did get some stuff done. I felt like I didn't get as much done as I wanted, but we have more time to do some cleanup, so I'll probably be working on that this week. I got a couple projects I want to get done in the house as well. I got to get back down to the basement. I got to get over to my mom's eventually. But I definitely want to get everything overwintered. This is another geranium that this is one I overwintered in the pot last year, and it did beautifully this year. So I'll pull that out and overwinter it. I did overwinter this begonia as well, which I didn't think was going to grow. It was very late to grow, but you can see it is quite beautiful. Now last year it was white. I overwintered it, put the tuber in a pot, and it came out red. So I'll overwinter this, I'll overwinter that one and the rest of my geraniums, and then pull up I think I have 2 dahlias that I want to overwinter. So there you go. That is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you do a closeout of your garden and what you do to close your garden out. And I'm going to see you again next week. Have a great day. Bye.